Hey there, happy Motivation Monday. It's Monday already again. I have a little bit of hat hair because I just got in from my outdoor workout. It is chilly. It's about 19 degrees here. I know it's colder in some of the other places, so I'm not complaining. It's actually sunny out, so I was really grateful for that. But it's a little bit cold. I have to definitely be prepared with my gear. But it's interesting because I was doing my outdoor workout last evening because I had done my indoor workout earlier in the day based on my schedule. And it was getting dark and it was really cold yesterday. It was much more, feeling like it was in the single digits, and my mouth and my face were freezing. And I was going for my walk with my dogs outside and kind of a walk jog. And I was like having this self-talk, and it was like, okay, that's what I'm going to talk to everyone about on Motivation Monday. Because also earlier in the day when I went to church, there was just this really profound message, and it kind of moves together in a way. The reason that Chris and I are doing the 75 hard along with other people, hi, and shout out to all you guys that are choosing to do it as well. Remember, the idea and the concept of the 75 hard, it really has nothing to do with the physical transformation. Although if you actually do it, you will have one. It's hard not to. It's really about the emotional resilience, the mental toughness, and the self-discipline, the self-leadership to really get yourself to do things you don't want to do. Because your mind is always going to self-sabotage. The mind is always going to tell you you shouldn't do something that's uncomfortable, because the egoic part of the mind is there to stop you from being uncomfortable, cold, tired, whatever it might be, stressed out, anxious, looking bad, not being right, failing, people talking about you. I mean, the list, being rejected, right? The list could go on and on and on. And so as entrepreneurs, or really in any parts of our lives where we are required to basically talk back to ourselves, talk back to our mind, and do the things we don't want to do the things our mind is telling us we shouldn't do anyway, that is what's going to be the magic pill, so to speak, for those of us that succeed or not. Because all of us have the same opportunities if we're truthful with ourselves. We all have the same ability to lead a certain level of a life or business. But, some of us figure out how to have that mental toughness and that discipline to say, we're going to do it, even though we don't feel like it, even though we don't want to, even though it's scary, even though it's uncomfortable, not listening to our mind and moving forward with the life that we really want. And we all have ups and downs. I mean, one of the reasons Chris and I decided to go forth in this challenge again is because, we knew that we needed to strengthen our mindsets and our self-discipline to get through some of the great opportunities, but that we know will bring challenges in the year to come. We can't expect our business to level up if we don't. We can't expect to achieve all the big goals that we have in place if we don't lead ourselves to this level. So that's why we're doing it. It's sunny out, you guys. So sorry for the sun being in here, but I am not going to complain. It's cold out, but at least it is sunny today. So that's my message to you today. First and foremost is, what are you doing to make sure that you are overtaking your mind, that you're the one making the decision, and that you're doing it even though you don't always want to, so that you are no longer sabotaging your successes. You are no longer playing small, but you're actually seeing that you can move to new heights and reach new levels of your life or business or fitness or relationships or spirituality or whatever is a focus or most important to you. And so I was just in my mind thinking, okay, gosh, I really don't want to be out here in this freezing cold walking and jogging right now with the dogs. My face literally hurts. This is not what I enjoy doing. And yet I'm doing it. And I was so proud of myself for doing it. And if I wouldn't have committed to this with somebody else and wouldn't be committed to this program, I can tell you that there's a good chance I probably would have just said, oh, it's too cold, I'll do this tomorrow. But there's something in that moment when you do that just gets deeper and deeper embedded you in the self-discipline, the self-confidence, the self-trust, the mental and emotional fitness and resilience. Every single time you say yes when you don't want to, it strengthens. And so then it brought me back to the message that I heard in church yesterday morning, which was deepening the pegs. And they were talking about the tents. And, no matter how big you spread your tent out, if the pegs aren't dug deep, whenever there is wind or there's a little bit of turmoil, it's going to pull up and your tent is no longer going to be secure. It's going to fly away. It's going to blow open. But the further you can dig those pegs down into the ground, the more secure you will be and this tent will be to weather any storm. And so from a spiritual perspective, it made complete sense. And, you know, Chris and I are on that journey to continue to strengthen our faith and our spiritual connections and make sure that we're living out our purpose in that way. But it was a great reminder that we're all going to have a lot more challenges in the market to come, or in the economy to come, in the world to come, in our lives, because challenges are inevitable. Right? And if we start to reach new potentials, if we start to try new things, we're also going to have more challenges. That's just what happens. We've got to be expecting that. And the one way we can safeguard ourselves in that time to get through it, because it's not if they're going to happen, it's when and how we're going to deal with it and how we're going to overcome, is by strengthening our faith, strengthening our skills, strengthening our mindset and our emotional fitness, and our self-discipline and our resilience. And so it was just a full circle kind of thought that I had as I was in that walk. And I thought about it again today as I'm walking in the cold. And I'm just grateful that I have the health to walk in the cold. I'm grateful that, you know, I've got great scenery to look at, even though I'm cold. And I've got these adorable dogs running with me, and it brings me joy and keeps me somewhat distracted. You know, it's about finding the gratitude in the things and then just being super proud of myself for actually accomplishing it. And so today, I just want to challenge you to find the areas that you need to strengthen and commit to the strengthening of those things, and commit to the self-discipline and letting somebody be that accountability partner for you in that commitment, because it will leak into so many different areas of your life. And I think that for all of us in business today, but even in life, to overcome those challenges that we're going to face, we just have to commit to this so that we are ready for anything that comes our way, and so that we can continue to not only survive through those, but to thrive through those. And that's the difference of the people that do or don't. And so hopefully that is a great message for you guys today on Motivation Monday. If anything resonated with you, or if you're doing the 75 hard challenge, or you're in a journey of strengthening yourself in some way, or digging deeper in some areas of your life, I sure would love to hear it. So make sure you comment below or direct message me. I love to have these conversations out offline, of course, as well, because who we surround ourselves with and how we have those conversations around us matters more than anything. I'm telling you, the support group that I have, mostly my husband, but then the people around me doing it, and we talk about this on a regular basis, is what's keeping all of us in the game. You guys, no one succeeds alone. And if you committed to this all by yourself and didn't tell anybody about it, the odds of you succeeding in it are very, very low. So are you surrounding yourself with the right people? Are you surrounding yourself with the right conversations? Do you have the support group? Are you around people who are striving to do the same thing? Do you have people you can count on? Those are really, really important things. And if you don't, I'd love to be that person for you. So please reach out to me, and let's make sure that we can be in this together, because it's what we need to make sure that we reach our fullest potentials as individuals. Thanks so much, you guys, for watching. I'll see you next Monday on Motivation Monday. Talk to you later.